All right, you know I mean business when the blue light glasses are on. It's currently 7:15. At wrapping up a long workday, but I need to create this video because it's urgent. A lot of people are freaking out and talking about a lot of things. And I just want to break down a few things. So, health and wellness space. So basically, Meta, some rumors coming out about basically Meta's changes to bottom of funnel events, so like purchase events and things like that. Basically, just got a lot of brands talking like, oh my gosh, is Meta ads going to just completely stop working and is this going to go to absolute shit? So in today's video, I want to break down what is going on in the health and wellness space, whether you should be super scared that Meta ads are not going to work if you're in the health and wellness space. Now, there's a lot of things you need to break down in this video. The reason why I want to make this video is because about 80% of our clients at TVG are in the health and wellness space, mainly on the like sports performance and nutrition space, like pre-workouts, proteins, vitamins, supplements, like all the stuff that's like, it's supplements, meaning this is not curable health product. This isn't telemedicine. While we do work with like some TRT type clinics and stuff like that, but that's not the point. The majority of our clients are supplements that are selling pre-workout proteins, vitamins, things of that nature. So I thought this was very urgent to just get on here and talk about it because one of our clients actually sent over an email from another agency that was using this as basically a scare tactic to say, hey, are you prepared for this? You know, your Meta ads is going to stop working. Everything's going to hell. You better, this is doomsday for health and wellness brands. So I'm going to break down basically what's going on as well as a few situations. Worst case situation, how we navigate that, to best case situation, and then where I think things will fall, which would be the middle ground, because Meta is just like naturally just an absolute brutal company to work with in terms of support. If you run ads, you know, like Meta support and all that, it's like, it's not real. So like a Meta rep, getting a hold of a true Meta rep, it's just a pain in the ass. So take this from someone that's managing hundreds of thousands of dollars of ad spend in the health and wellness space, how our team is thinking about it, how our clients are reacting, and what to do if, for example, what people are freaking out about, that the purchase event would be going away for Facebook ads. What does this actually all mean? Okay, so let's get into it. So a few things here. Meta changes coming to, so I have a few articles I'm going to break down and walk through. I'll link all the articles down below so you can get access to this. Basically, I'm just looking at a bunch of stuff that's publicly online and just reacting to this. So let's first start with Reddit, good old Reddit. This is where you get people freaking out, going back and forth. It's good to see what the dialogue looks like. So at a first glance, you might think, okay, health and wellness brands, the bottom of funnel events are going to be shut off. So basically what Meta, some rumors started stemming kind of like end of 2024, that basically for health and wellness companies, bottom of funnel events like conversion, add to cart, purchase are going to be gone. So you can no longer optimize for this event. Now we need to first just like zoom out. Let's be killer advertisers here. Let's be actual competent human beings and not freak the hell out and think that everything's going to absolute shit, because it's not the case. And I'm going to tell you why. So actually, it might be going to shit if you're the certain type of company that this is actually for, and you might need to be worried for that. But the majority of my clients and the people that we serve are not, they're not going to really get screwed by this. So let's break it down. So insane changes. This changes the game. Brands categorizes health and wellness advertisers by Meta won't be able to use bottom funnel events for optimization starting January 2025. It is currently February 5th, 2025, and out of probably the nearly 10 to 20 brands that we work with that are in the health and wellness space, we haven't seen this impact them at all, right? We can still optimize for conversion. Nothing has changed. So a lot of rumors. This was 3 months ago when the news started to break. Then, over the last month, some of our clients were asking about this. So I just want to create this video to just talk about it. Okay, so a lot of people talking about this. I think there's a few good resources in here about like people, hey, we had a 300-person roundtable, some Facebook links. I'm just going to break them down here. So the first thing that we have to understand is we have to understand something called HIPAA, okay? HIPAA. What the heck is HIPAA? Well, HIPAA is a medical legal thing, and I'm an advertiser, not a legal or health person, so bear with me here. It refers to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996. Let's take it back to the 90s. Let's take it back and let's start here. So essentially, this means that like individuals' medical information can't be like publicly shared. That data can't be shared without formal consent. And so Meta as a platform is just a data company. We're collecting data on a lot of behaviors, customer behaviors. It could be as deep as, hey, tracking events and behaviors. Like if someone's a cancer patient, you could in theory track that they're a cancer patient given their behaviors, what their interests are, etc. I'm going to use cancer as my absolute clear example of violations of this because it just makes complete sense. Also, maybe a good company to look at that, I think would 100% be impacted by this is like a company like Hims or Hers, right? Telemedicine. This is literally medical products, right? You need like a prescription type thing for a lot of this stuff. So this is like the absolute far end of the spectrum where you're actually selling products that are for real health conditions. Very important here. So the whole point of this regulation and what Facebook is trying to do, based on my research, is that Meta doesn't want, and to prevent legal implications for them as a company, they don't want advertisers to be able to target cancer patients, collect that data that they're a cancer patient, basically, have all that data, because that is technically, in theory, a violation of the HIPAA Act. Okay, so bear with me. So we got the HIPAA Act. If we're advertising to true medical conditions, collecting that data, then we're kind of unconsentingly collecting that data on patients. That's a huge issue, and that's why, in theory, Meta is trying to crack down with this. So what Meta does, they do a big blanket statement that's saying health and wellness companies. I'm going to direct your attention here to this blog article from Kevin Holland that was published on December 1st, 2024. I thought this was excellent, and this is the first resource you should check out. What Meta's 2025 restrictions mean for data and product leaders. So Meta's new healthcare ad restrictions aren't just another privacy update. They're a fundamental shift in how we'll have to think about healthcare growth. Okay, again, we're talking about healthcare growth. If you are selling healthcare products, whether that is physical products or telemedicine or things that are directly correlated to a medical condition that you have to have consent to have that patient's information, you should be scared about this. Again, I'm talking to that my brands, the brands that I work with, the majority of my audience, that is not within this category. So it talks about basically in 2021, iOS 14 basically shook up advertising. We know that. And then Meta quietly dropped some shocking news on healthcare and health tech advertising through a series of targeted emails. They announced 2 levels of restriction: fully restricted healthcare provisioning properties, patient portals, app domains, so apps, telemedicine, stuff like that; partially restricted healthcare marketing properties. And this is the big gray area that we're in right now, and that's why people are scared. It's like, oh my God, does this impact my business? So the key impact, if you're in healthcare, health tech, you likely won't be able to optimize for conversions anymore. Tons of unknowns basically here. So, all right, so a few things, blah, 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 compliance, talking about legal stuff here, health and wellness gray zone. So this is the big piece that I think majority of our brands are falling in. And this is kind of the main portion I want to focus on. So here's where it gets messy. Fitness app, probably fine. If you're selling workout programs, you're not collecting their health information, and you're not targeting people that if you have cancer, you're selling this product, right? You're not calling out those people, and you're collecting that data based on their true medical diagnoses, okay? Depression tracking app, restricted. Okay, that's important, right? If you have a truly medical thing that's for a certain condition, right, that can be an issue. Vitamin company, this is where all my clients fall into, depends on the claims, which I'll get into here in a second. Healthcare scheduling platform, welcome to the gray zone. Okay. Most health supplement brands will not be affected unless it is a prescription or a specific disease, from a Meta rep that's quoted in this article. Now, here's the weird thing that just happens with Meta. They do a blanket term, and they categorize brands in the health and wellness space. So if they just blanket over that whole industry, which ranges from literally fitness apps to health tech, telemedicine, that is a vast, wide array of brands that fall into that category. If you're selling your 6-week ab program, you're not the same as a erectile dysfunction medicine. It's not the same in terms of medical claims and data and all that crazy stuff. So the secret seems to lie in condition specificity. Here's where maybe you should be concerned if you're in this health vitamin supplement company. If you're making claims about hey, your vitamins reduce anxiety or definitely reduce depression or actually help cure these certain like real diagnose diseases and issues, right? That could be an issue. But if you're selling a pre-workout, a protein, a vitamin, it's more about how you go about marketing those products. Okay, so majority of our company, my brands I work with, should not be impacted by this. But the health and wellness big umbrella term could accidentally make you fall into this category. Meta is they're not manually having an individual look at your business, look at all your landing pages, and just saying, "Hey, this is green light go or red light. You're violating this," right? It is an algorithm. So Meta's going to be scrubbing landing pages, it's going to be scrubbing all your data, it's going to be scrubbing your ads, it's going to be scrubbing your ad copy. Everything that's getting tracked, they essentially have access to. And they're going to be looking for claims, terms around these certain true medical problems, okay? So that is the big thing here, okay? Here's another article from Foxwell Digital. I believe they're an agency talking about sensitive ad restrictions here. Full restrictions, right? For pixel optimizing bottom events, user data. Okay, so here's how we mitigate. What should we do? Okay, worst case scenario, you get restricted. One, you can appeal. You can request an appeal, so to get your account reviewed. If you accidentally fall in this category and you notice, hey, purchase events aren't working anymore, you can't optimize for that anymore, then you request an appeal and you try to get in touch with Facebook to get a manual review of that. Okay. If you are like all of our clients actually right now, just be careful about the claims and the terminology that you use on your landing pages, your ads, etc. Okay. So I know some of our brands, some of our clients like have products that are meant to like reduce stress, things like that. Let's not use claims to say they are, supposed to cure or help you with real diagnosed medical problems, okay? Because that gets us into the weird zone where even if you're not flagged right now, potentially in the future, it could impact you. A few things here, as well as just my point of view, right? Supplements, health and wellness products are on the other side of the spectrum, like fitness, apps, vitamins, proteins. Like Meta, like a majority of revenue, or not majority, a large amount of revenue Meta generates from these brands and clients, right? They need to make money. So what they're trying to do is just protect themselves from legal liability with HIPAA, but they do not want to lose all your ad revenue. So if they completely shut off just vitamins, supplements, fitness programs, they're losing out on billions of dollars of ad revenue, right? So Meta always does this where they say, hey, this could be coming down the line, or hey, we're going to slowly be rolling this out. Then there's massive pushback. Then they get financially impacted by certain efforts like this. And then, they start to roll back or fully roll things out or have to add another layer of verification. So here's the short answer and what my thesis is. If you're a supplement brand or you're a brand that's basically selling products that are not directly correlated to a true medical diagnosis that would fall into the category of like telemedicine, like erectile dysfunction, cancer, depression, anxiety, true medical diagnoses, you should be fine. If you're selling just products that are just to support healthy living, it's generally anyone can take these products. We should be in the clear here. Now, that's not to say be careful with your claims. And just to keep an eye on this, okay? This is developing. This is getting rolled out more and more. But as of this moment, I've not seen any of our clients. Like I said, we work with probably between 10 and 20 brands that would fall into this category have been impacted by this. There's a few people on Reddit that say, hey, I have a supplement company and we got impacted by this. I know that in Europe, they have way stricter data rules and restrictions with a GDPR, I believe it's called, that maybe if you're in Europe, it might be even more strict. But generally speaking, if you're a supplement brand, I don't think you should be too worried about this. Now, let's say everything goes to hell, all health and wellness brands, supplements, everything just gets thrown into this category and bottom of funnel events are no longer available. There's a few things you can do, right? For attribution, stuff like that. Yes, focus on the top of funnel. I would double down on your current customer base and getting people into your email and make sure you actually own your customer base that, if you have a large recurring purchase rate and a lot of customers that are buying from you every single month, you double down, make sure you have your email and SMS dialed because again, you can contact them no matter what. And obviously you can use your Klaviyo, you can send to them, etc. So that's my recommendation there. So I will leave these articles down below for your own reference. You can check these out, read them. I think they're very solid. And they basically are telling the same story that I am as well. Health and wellness condition, that's a big issue if we're collecting that data. So let me know down below if you have any questions on this. I will keep this as, I could be totally wrong, right? Maybe they just totally just crush everyone, but I am pretty optimistic that for the vast majority of brands that fall into the more wellness, lifestyle, supplement, fitness category, that you will not be impacted by this. Now, I could eat my words in about a week or two if any of my clients start to get restricted, but I will create another video if that's the case and say, hey, you know what? They're cracking down on everyone. Send an appeal, do these things, and I will share my learnings and knowledge about this as it comes out. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Shoot me a message on LinkedIn, Instagram, shoot me an email. Feel free to book a call to discuss this more in depth. But yeah, that is my analysis, and just to give an update, because a lot of people are asking, a lot of our clients are asking, some talks are going about online, and I just wanted to weigh in as someone that actually manages ads in this space. Hope you guys got some value out of this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.